If you wait until November, you'll pay more. A cart that costs $200 at Costco today could run you $350 or more after October 31st. Prices are rising fast, and most people won't realize it until it's too late. So listen carefully. These are the 11 foods you need to buy at Costco before October 31st, or you'll pay the price, literally. Every item on this list is going up fast, and number 1, it could be the difference between a holiday meal and a financial headache. Let's get straight to it. 11. Greek yogurt and long-lasting dairy. Have you noticed your grocery bill creeping higher every week? You're not imagining it, especially when it comes to dairy. Right now, in October, prices are rising fast, and experts are warning they could jump even more after the 31st. That's why smart shoppers are heading to Costco and grabbing what lasts: Greek yogurt and aged cheeses. These aren't just everyday items. They're your secret weapon against food inflation. If you wait until next month, you'll likely pay more for the same product that's sitting on the shelf right now. Think about it. Greek yogurt doesn't just taste good, it lasts. One shopper from Ohio said hers stayed fresh for over 2 months. That's not just luck, that's planning ahead. And with aged cheeses, even better. These items hold up beautifully in the fridge, and when prices shoot up, you'll be the one smiling because your fridge is already well stocked with quality dairy at a price that made sense. It's not about panic buying, it's about buying right. So let me ask you, how many times have you reached for milk or yogurt and thought, didn't this used to be cheaper? If that thought has crossed your mind even once, take that as your sign. October is your window. Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, sharp cheddar. These are more than groceries. They're your everyday shield against paying more later. Wouldn't it feel good to beat the price hike before it happens? 10. Fresh and frozen meats. When was the last time you looked at the price of ground beef and didn't feel a little shock? It's October, and already the numbers are climbing. Not just at your local grocery store, but everywhere. Fuel is more expensive. Feed costs are up. And you can bet those increases are heading straight to the meat aisle. But here's the good news. Costco is still holding the line. Their family-sized packs of beef, chicken, and pork are a golden opportunity for anyone who's paying attention. Especially right now, before the end of the month hits and prices start jumping again. There's nothing fancy or complicated about it. One smart shopper told us he bought one big meat run from Costco, portioned it at home, and saved over $100 in just 4 weeks. That's not extreme couponing, that's just common sense. And when it comes to fresh and frozen meats, it pays to act while the prices are still reasonable. Whether you cook for 2 or 10, it's simple math. What you buy now, you don't overpay for later. That's a win every household can appreciate. So let me ask you, do you want to be the person paying $8 a pound for chicken breast next month? Or the one who got it for half that price this week at Costco? Because this isn't just about dinner. It's about keeping control of your kitchen and your budget in a time when everything seems to cost more. The price hikes are coming. The smart move? Beat them to it. 9. Chocolate and cocoa products. If you love baking or even just enjoy a sweet treat now and then, this one's going to hit home. Cocoa prices have literally doubled since last year, and this isn't some dramatic headline. It's real. One shopper told us her favorite baking cocoa went from $8.99 to $14.50 in just 6 months. And here we are in October, right before the holidays when demand for chocolate explodes. If you wait, you're not just risking higher prices, you're risking empty shelves when everyone else rushes in last minute. Let's face it, there's no substitute for real chocolate when the holidays roll around. Cookies, cakes, hot cocoa, pies, they all start with that rich, comforting flavor. And Costco still offers some of the best deals on big bags of chocolate chips, baking bars, and cocoa powder. But if cocoa keeps trending the way it has, even Costco won't be immune to the surge. Buying now isn't overthinking. It's just smart, especially if you plan to bake or entertain in November and December. So here's the question. Are you going to wait until a simple dessert costs twice what it used to? Or will you take 5 minutes this week to grab the essentials before prices spike? Chocolate isn't just a luxury anymore. It's a budget-sensitive purchase with timing that matters. Buy it now, and when you're whipping up your famous holiday cookies, you'll be smiling instead of stressing. Real quick, if this is helping you shop smarter, do yourself a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to Frugal Daily. We're here every single week with no-nonsense tips to help you stretch every dollar without sacrificing quality. If you've made it this far, you already know. This isn't just another grocery list. And what's coming next? Let's just say you'll want to be prepared. 8. Pure vanilla extract. Have you ever reached for a bottle of vanilla extract and done a double take at the price tag? $29.99 for something that used to cost under $10. And it's not just a fluke. Madagascar, the world's largest supplier of vanilla, is still facing production issues, unstable exports, and rising demand. That's made real, pure vanilla extract a luxury item. But here's the part most shoppers don't realize. Vanilla isn't like milk or eggs. A single bottle can last years if stored right, which makes buying it now one of the smartest holiday decisions you can make. This is especially true in October, right before baking season kicks off. You don't want to be the one scrambling for vanilla the week before Thanksgiving, only to find empty shelves or prices that make your jaw drop. And if you've ever tried baking without real vanilla, you already know. The imitation stuff doesn't even come close. Costco still offers solid value on real extract, but that window could close fast. Every week that passes, the odds of another price hike go up. So ask yourself, do you want to pay $10 more in November for the same bottle? Or do you want to get ahead of the curve while the good stuff is still available? This isn't about being fancy, it's about being prepared. Vanilla is that quiet hero in so many recipes. And when you've got it ready to go, you'll bake better, stress less, and smile knowing you beat the rush. 7. Tomato sauce and imported canned tomatoes. If pasta night is a regular favorite in your home, here's a reality check you can't ignore. The price of tomato-based products is climbing fast. Tomatoes themselves are more expensive, imported goods are being hit with higher tariffs, and the cost of bringing Italian products into the US is skyrocketing. One shopper recently told us her favorite pasta sauce went up 25% in just 2 months. Same brand, same jar, higher cost. And if that's already happening in October, imagine what it'll look like a few weeks from now when holiday shopping kicks in. The good news? Canned tomatoes and sauces have a shelf life of up to 2 years, which means you can buy them now, use them when you want, and skip the sticker shock later. Costco's bulk options, especially on imported sauces and San Marzano-style tomatoes, are still some of the best deals around. But they won't be immune to what's coming. This is the kind of quiet price hike that hits hard when you're not looking. You reach for your usual jar, and suddenly it costs as much as a fancy restaurant entree. So let me ask you, how many pasta nights are in your future this fall and winter? Probably more than a few. Stocking up today isn't about fear or panic. It's about doing the math, looking ahead, and protecting your pantry with smart choices now. Because when the prices go up, and they will, you'll be glad you made the move in October. 6. Mixed nuts, almonds, cashews, walnuts, pistachios. Let's be honest, nuts have always been one of those nice-to-have snacks. But these days, they're starting to feel like a luxury item with a luxury price tag. Almonds, cashews, pistachios, every single one has seen a price bump this year. With less water in California and import costs rising, supply is shrinking while demand holds strong. What used to be $15 now flirts with $25, sometimes in the same store, just a month apart. Nuts are one of the healthiest, most satisfying snacks out there. They're packed with protein, heart-healthy fats, and make for a perfect grab-and-go option. One shopper told us, "I'm not allergic to nuts, but my wallet sure is." But Costco still has an edge. Their big tubs are competitively priced and last for months when sealed. It's a quiet win in a noisy grocery world. So, let me ask, when was the last time you looked at a price and thought, that was actually fair? Probably not recently. That's why buying now in October matters more than ever. These are the snacks you'll reach for during game nights, holidays, or just a quiet moment at home. Get them now, before they climb even higher. 5. Canned tuna and shelf-stable fish. If you haven't checked the price per ounce on canned tuna recently, prepare to be surprised. And not in a good way. What used to be a cheap protein staple is quickly creeping up in price. And it's no wonder why. Global fishing costs are rising, fuel prices are pushing shipping costs higher, and tariffs on imported fish are making things worse. The result? That familiar stack of tuna cans isn't the budget-friendly fallback it once was, but it's still one of the smartest protein choices you can make right now. Canned tuna, salmon, sardines, they all have something going for them that most groceries don't. Shelf life. These are items you can buy in October and still be using months from now with zero waste. For older adults who value convenience, nutrition, and reliability, this is a no-brainer. Tuna isn't just a sandwich filler, it's protein security that lasts. Costco's multi-can packs still offer better value than most stores, But with rising pressure across the industry, that won't last forever. So think ahead. Do you want to be the one paying double in January? Or the one who calmly opens a can and smiles, knowing you made the right move in October? This isn't about stockpiling. It's about being wise with your money. Simple, healthy, long-lasting. That's what makes canned tuna a quiet MVP in today's grocery game. Quick pause here. When's the last time you saw a price drop at the grocery store? Exactly. Which is why these next 4 items could seriously make or break your food budget heading into winter. Ready? Let's keep going. 4. Eggs, large 24 or 36-pack. Remember earlier this year when egg prices skyrocketed and people were posting photos of $8 cartons like it was gold? Well, it's happening again. Bird flu is making its way through poultry farms once more, and experts are warning that prices haven't peaked yet. This October may be your last chance to grab a bulk pack of eggs at a decent price before the market reacts. And if you've ever gone a morning without eggs when you really needed them, you know exactly why this matters. Costco's large packs, 24 or even 36 eggs, are still one of the smartest buys in the store. They're fresh, reliable, and cost less per egg than what you'd pay for half the quantity at a regular grocery chain. Whether you're prepping meals, baking for the holidays, or just keeping your breakfast routine going, these eggs are workhorses in the kitchen. And with longer shelf life than most people realize, especially when stored properly in the fridge, buying them in bulk just makes sense right now. Let me ask you, do you really want to pay double next month for something you could grab today without stress? Eggs aren't just a side item. They're a foundation of everyday cooking. Lock in the price, fill your fridge, and protect your mornings before the next wave of increases hits. Because when breakfast costs start climbing, it's always the eggs that go first. 3. Olive oil, Kirkland Extra Virgin 2L. Here's a grocery reality no one talks about until it hits your wallet. Olive oil. It's one of those staple items we all rely on without really noticing, until the price jumps by $10 overnight. And right now, in October, that exact jump is right around the corner. Why? Because Spain and Italy, the 2 largest producers, are battling extreme droughts, cutting supply to record lows. Add new tariffs into the mix, and even Costco is bracing for a price adjustment any day now. 1 bottle of Kirkland Extra Virgin Olive Oil today? $27.99. That same bottle in November? It could hit well over $30, and some warehouses are already showing early signs. And this isn't just about price, it's about quality. Olive oil is the base of flavor in hundreds of meals, from salads to roasted vegetables, pastas to marinades. If you cook regularly, you already know. Not all oils are created equal, and Costco's version is still one of the best values you'll find for a premium cold-pressed product. So here's the moment of truth. Do you grab a bottle or 2 now while the price is still manageable? Or do you wait and risk seeing a jump right when holiday cooking season begins? It stores well in a cool, dark cabinet for over a year. Buying now isn't just a smart move. It's one that will pay off with every pour, every meal, and every recipe you make all winter long. 2. Butter. Kirkland 4-pack. Let's talk butter. Because if you plan on baking even 1 pie this holiday season, this one matters. Last year, butter prices crept up quietly by more than 20%. And this October, the warning signs are flashing again. Lower milk output, rising transport costs, and massive seasonal demand are all converging to push prices even higher. You might not see the jump this week, but wait until mid-November, and that same 4-pack could cost you several dollars more. It's not just frustrating, it's avoidable. Costco's Kirkland 4-pack of butter is one of the smartest buys you can make right now. It's high quality, consistently priced, and here's the key, freezer-friendly. Yes, butter freezes beautifully. Wrap it, tuck it into a freezer bag, and you've got yourself a butter bank that'll carry you through the holidays and beyond. Whether you're baking, sautéing, or just spreading it on toast, this is a kitchen essential that always runs out right when prices are highest. That doesn't have to be you. So let me ask, do you want to be stuck paying holiday surge prices in a few weeks? Or smile knowing your butter stash is already set? This isn't about hoarding, it's about planning with purpose. If you've ever had to skip a recipe because the cost felt out of reach, you know the feeling. Don't let that happen this year. Make your move now while it's still easy and affordable to do so. 1. Coffee. Kirkland, Starbucks, Peet's. Picture this. It's Thanksgiving morning, your house is quiet, and the first thing on your mind is brewing a fresh cup of coffee. But when you reach for the bag, it's empty. No backup, no extra beans. And when you check the store, prices are up, way up. That peaceful moment is now replaced with frustration. And unfortunately, it's not just a bad dream. Brazil's coffee harvests are down, Colombia is tacking on new export fees, and supply chains are tightening fast. It's October now, and shelves are already showing signs of what's coming. Coffee isn't just a beverage. For many of us, it's a ritual. A small, steady comfort that sets the tone for the day. That's why buying it now is more than smart. It's essential. Whole beans from Costco, whether it's Kirkland, Starbucks, or Pete's, can last for months when sealed properly. And right now, those prices are still within reach. But with demand rising into the holidays and supply dipping across key regions, that window of opportunity is closing quickly. So let me ask you, would you rather grab your coffee today and enjoy peace through the holidays, or roll the dice and hope your favorite brand is still on the shelf and affordable next month? This isn't about panic. It's about peace of mind, one bag of beans at a time. Because sometimes, a quiet morning and a good cup of coffee is all it takes to feel in control again. So tell me in the comments, which of these 11 are you stocking up on first? I'll stay here. See you later.